Boom! A herd of wild hogs charged through the field, turning the corn into a pile of rubble in an instant. In Texas, 2.6 million feral hogs are devastating crops, causing an estimated $871 million in damage annually. They're not just wrecking farms, they're invading suburbs and spreading deadly diseases. If we don't eliminate 66% of their population each year, they'll explode like a time bomb. Across 268,000 square miles, where every corner is a battlefield, Texas farmers have invented ingenious traps, catching entire herds overnight. How do they do it? What's the secret that has the whole world watching? In the next few minutes, you'll see nets snap up in the dark, steel gates slam shut, and the moment farmers save millions of dollars worth of crops. Let's explore the tactics that turn wild hogs into prey. But before we start, here's a quick riddle. Wild hogs are known for something that makes them incredibly hard to catch. Is it A, their super fast running speed, B, their intelligence and ability to learn, C, their ability to fly like birds? Comment your answer, A, B, or C, and we'll reveal it shortly. Wild hogs aren't just an animal, they're a nightmare for farmers, small businesses, and even urban residents. With a reproduction rate that's off the charts, each female gives birth to 4 to 6 piglets every 115 days, starting at just 6 months old. The wild hog population in the US has exploded from 2 million in 1990 to 6 to 7 million by 2025, spreading across 39 states. In Texas, where 95% of the land is privately owned, they destroy crops, irrigation systems, and carry diseases like pseudo-rabies, threatening livestock. Nationwide economic damage is estimated at $1.6 to $2.5 billion annually, with Texas alone shouldering $871 million. Not stopping at rural areas, wild hogs are also invading suburbs, rummaging through trash, and causing property damage up to $3 million in 2024. Worse, they have no natural predators. Coyotes or mountain lions can't take down aggressive adult hogs. To control them, the USDA estimates that 66 to 70% of the wild hog population needs to be removed each year. Otherwise, they'll continue to multiply like an ecological bomb. But don't think this is just an American problem. In Australia, 1.7 million wild hogs were culled in 2024, and the number is still rising. Germany and Spain are also struggling with devastated fields. So why are wild hogs so hard to control? They're smart, adaptable, and can live anywhere, from the Texas plains to the Florida swamps. Today we'll focus on how Texas farmers are leading this fight with an unexpected weapon: corral traps. These aren't your average traps. When used correctly, they can catch an entire sounder of hogs in one gate closure. But if done wrong, you'll just waste time and let the wild hogs keep laughing at you. Do you want to know the secret to turning traps into a wild hog's worst nightmare? Let's find out. So what exactly are corral traps that Texas farmers put so much faith in? Imagine a giant steel fortress, 30 to 40 feet in diameter and at least 5 feet high to prevent hogs from jumping out. Unlike flimsy net traps or easily broken snare traps, corral traps are made from sturdy steel panels, with a gate activated remotely via phone. This means you can sit at home, monitor with infrared cameras, and close the gate at the exact moment the entire sounder walks in. Research from Texas A&M University shows that corral traps, when placed correctly, can achieve a success rate of up to 60%, catching the entire sounder. That's what a group of hogs is called, without letting them learn to avoid the trap. This is key. Wild hogs are incredibly intelligent. If you only catch a few, the rest will become trap shy, making them exponentially harder to catch next time. So how do you set a corral trap correctly? The secret lies in location and patience. Wild hogs love to gather near water sources, creeks, ponds, or rivers. Look for clear signs, disturbed soil, distinctive footprints, or wallows where they've been lying. A Texas farmer shared a story that amazed many. He set a trap near a creek, used fermented corn as bait, and in just one night, 28 wild hogs were caught. So what was his secret? It was fermented corn, soaking corn in water for about a week to create a pungent odor that wild hogs can't resist. You can also use fruits like watermelon, peaches, or apples, especially in hot weather when hogs are looking for juicy food. But good bait isn't enough. You need to pre-bait, meaning placing bait in the trap area for 3 to 7 days without closing the gate. This helps the hogs get used to the area, thinking it's a safe place to eat. Once 80% of the sounder is comfortably entering the trap, that's when you activate the gate remotely. One gate closure and the entire sounder is caught, no chance of escape. If you find this useful, hit that like button. A quiet field, moonlight shining, and then, bam, the steel gate slams shut, trapping an entire sounder of wild hogs. That's not just a farmer's victory, it's a declaration of war against this invasive species. But to achieve such results, you must avoid common mistakes. And believe me, these mistakes are easier to make than you think. One of the biggest blunders is setting the trap in the wrong place. If the trap isn't near a water source or a hog trail, you won't catch anything but the night air. Another mistake is a lack of patience. Wild hogs are most active from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m., and they need time to trust the trap area. If you close the gate too early, only catching a few, the rest will learn that the trap is dangerous. The result? They'll never come back. Worse, if you leave caught hogs in the trap for too long, they'll squeal, making warning sounds that cause the rest of the sounder to flee. Texas A&M research indicates that wild hogs can transfer knowledge of trap avoidance to each other, reducing future trap effectiveness. The solution is to monitor with night cameras, close the gate when most of the sounder is in, and quickly remove the hogs once caught. Also, move the trap to a new location every 2 to 3 months to break the hog's habits. These steps sound simple, but they make the difference between a trap full of hogs and an empty one. Besides corral traps, Texas farmers also use another weapon: net traps. Not as massive as corral traps, net traps are compact, flexible, and perfect for hard-to-reach areas like swamps or dense forests. Imagine a circular net attached to steel stakes with an automatic trigger mechanism when a hog touches the bait. Net traps use motion sensors and infrared cameras, allowing you to monitor remotely and catch hogs without being present. The cost is only about $200 compared to $1,500 for a single helicopter hunt. According to the USDA, net traps are more than 50% more effective at night when wild hogs are active and less wary. A big advantage is that net traps catch hogs alive, allowing them to be transferred to control centers without killing, which aligns with Texas regulations prohibiting the hunting of pregnant hogs or those with young. The secret to successful net trapping is similar to corral traps. Location and bait. Set traps in places where hogs frequently pass, such as near water sources or trails. Fermented corn is ideal bait, but you can add gelatin to increase its appeal. A tip from Texas farmers: mix corn with fruit juice to create a uniquely sweet scent. Most importantly, let the hogs get used to the bait for a few days before activating the trap. A farmer in East Texas shared that he caught 15 hogs in a week with just one net trap placed near a swamp, thanks to patiently waiting for the entire sounder to enter. But net traps also have limitations. They only catch one or a few hogs at a time, not suitable for large sounders like corral traps. However, their flexibility makes them an excellent choice for small farms or complex terrain. A quiet field under the moonlight, then, bam, the steel gate of a corral trap slams shut, or a net springs up, trapping wild hogs. That's not just a farmer's victory, it's a declaration of war against this invasive species. But to achieve such results, you must avoid common mistakes, as both corral and net traps can easily fail if done wrong. So, will you choose a corral trap or a net trap? Comment 1 for corral, 2 for net. But are you wondering if corral and net traps are the only way to deal with wild hogs? The answer is no, but it's one of the most effective ways if done right. Let's compare it to other methods. Hunting with firearms is a popular option in Texas and Oklahoma, where there are wide open fields. A good hunter can take down 10 to 20 hogs in one trip, significantly reducing damage. But hunting only removes 20 to 30% of the population annually, while the USDA says 66% is needed for control. In dense forest areas like Georgia or the swamps of Louisiana, hunting is even harder due to limited visibility and the sound of gunfire startling the hogs. Aerial hunting, using helicopters with .308 Winchester rifles and thermal cameras, is more effective, especially in remote areas. Australia culled 112,000 wild hogs in New South Wales from 2024 to 2025 this way. But what about the cost? A helicopter hunt can cost up to $1,500, compared to just $200 for a corral trap. Not to mention, hunting raises ethical concerns, as it often kills hogs instantly, while trapping allows for live capture and more humane handling. Another method gaining attention is kaput feral hog bait, approved by Texas and Oklahoma in 2024. This warfarin-based poison can effectively reduce hog populations, but must be used by licensed individuals to avoid harming other animals. The USDA is also testing a contraceptive vaccine in 2025, promising a non-lethal solution. Additionally, electric fences are being tested on some farms to prevent hog intrusion. Each method has its advantages, but corral traps stand out for their low cost, ability to catch large numbers, and humane approach by not killing pregnant hogs or those with young, which is strictly prohibited in Texas with severe penalties. However, some still argue that trapping causes stress to hogs. What do you think? Are traps truly more humane than hunting, or is there still room for improvement? To see the effectiveness of corral traps, let's hear a story from a Texas farmer, a woman who fought to save her cotton farm in the Blackland prairies. Last year, wild hogs destroyed $10,000 worth of her crops, pushing her family into debt. Refusing to give up, she joined the USDA's Feral Swine Eradication and Control Pilot Program, funded with $20.5 million in 2025. She learned to set a corral trap near a creek, used fermented corn as bait, and patiently watched through infrared cameras. The result? In one season, she caught 30 hogs, saved her crops, and restored her income. Her story isn't just a personal victory, it's a testament to the power of corral traps when used correctly. Thanks to efforts like hers, communities in the Blackland prairies have reduced crop damage, and nearby suburbs are also safer from invading wild hogs. Her story is just one part of a larger battle. The USDA and states like Texas are heavily investing in fighting wild hogs, from funding traps to training farmers. But that doesn't mean everything is perfect. Wild hogs remain a global challenge, and each region has its own approach. In Australia, they use aerial hunting and even consume wild hog meat as a sustainable way to reduce populations. In Germany, electric fences are being tested. What about where you live? Have you seen wild hogs causing damage, or do you have any tips for controlling them? Share your story in the comments. We'd love to hear it. Looking back, the corral trap isn't just a tool, it's a powerful weapon in the hands of resilient farmers. When placed correctly, baited properly, and activated at the right time, it can turn a quiet night into a resounding victory against wild hogs. But success requires patience, understanding, and a bit of creativity. Are you ready to apply these tactics? If you want to learn more, visit the USDA's Wild Hog Program for free resources. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on our next helpful content. Oh, are you curious how Australia culled 1.7 million wild hogs in 1 year? Subscribe now to watch our next video.